The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America. Game 5-6 Milwaukee Bucks 1-0 Atlanta Hawks 1-0 final. Game 5-6 Golden State Warriors 1-9 Cleveland Cavaliers 1-1 final. Game 5-6 Boston Celtics 1-1 Los Angeles Lakers 1-3 final. Game 5-6 Sacramento Kings 1-4 Phoenix Suns 1-2 final.
welcome. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Here, Jay, in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Come on, Ed. Can I say it, please?
All right, if you must.
Yes. Trust the process.
It has been quite a process to get to this point, Jay. They have a squad here in Philadelphia. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. To Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm his team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Leonard. Beverly with the interception. Great defensive play.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Joel Embiid missed his first. That one goes. LA Clippers with the basketball to Marcus Morris. In the front court comes Simmons. The lead is 2. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Beverly's shot no good. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Leonard to Paul George. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Sixers control it. With the flush, taking on all comers.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. That's a 24-second violation. Harris to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Strong finish for Paul George.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Joel Embiid, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Beverly to George. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. The feed stolen away. Oh, they called a foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George to the basket, but it won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
It's George for 2. Paul George looking good. 4 for 5.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Clippers have the basketball. George on the drive, but his shot misses. Nothing going here on that drive. To Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, that's how it's done.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
To Paul George. Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Simmons lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Count the basket at the rim.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Leonard to Ibaka. Oh, nice find for the basket.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Ibaka. Beverly to Ibaka. Count it.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Leonard goes to the right side. To Ibaka. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 55, Joakim Noah.
Goes 2 for 2. To Beverly. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Howard. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Beverly to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. 3 for 4. Good start.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Leonard. Shot from in close, no good. And he hits.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
4-3, his first effort, off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Beverly into the front court. 5-point game. Paul George to Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
And the finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Down low for Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Danny Green. Goes to the left side. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
To Leonard. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. For 3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. A shot at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. And he just managed to get it off before the horn. That gives them the lead after a back-and-forth opening quarter. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
He gets it. Simmons into the front court. They're down 3. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Leonard. Fires the 3. No good. Seth Curry, bad pass there. Clippers have it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Kennard. To Tobias Harris. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Baseline drive. Short jumper won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Great feed. Sets it up. Got it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
They'll get it down to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 4 out of 7.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Harris to Howard. Beverly. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Beverly. Dwight Howard with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Here's Simmons with it up top. 2-point advantage. Runner's good there.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Beverly to Leonard. From the painted area, won't go down. To Seth Curry. And a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Ibaka. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Another follows. Still no good. To Hill. Fires the 3. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Simmons, that out of his range and no good. Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. To George Hill. Simmons. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Beverly to Leonard. Has a chance. Leonard shot. Won't go down. To Simmons. Embiid. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 3.
George. Now a steal by Philly.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Sixers have the basketball. Harris. To Simmons. Almost, but no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Can't miss those. Paul George to Marcus Morris. No good. Defense catching a break there. Another follow. No good. From long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Beverly. Ibaka. To Beverly. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Simmons with it. The lead stands at 9. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Beverly to Leonard. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
The assist from number 25.
It's LA Clippers ball. Sizing up the defense. George to Marcus Morris. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Simmons with it. Lead stands at 10. Joel Embiid. That's 3 now on 4 shots. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
We take pride in a smoke-free environment, so we
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Beverly, knocked loose.
Los Angeles, number 31, Nicholas Batum.
To Ibaka. Joel Embiid sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended. Batum to George. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Can't connect from inside. LA Clippers with the basketball. Batum to Marcus Morris for 3, and he buries it.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that end.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Cleared by Ibaka. Paul George to Marcus Morris. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
He was hacked. They let it go. Ibaka to Beverly. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Patrick Beverly, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First try at the line, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Simmons.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Fires the 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Beverly into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. Here comes the screen. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Deep three at the buzzer. Goes down. A three at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room? So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Clippers have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers had kept it close after one half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The first half is exactly what coaches want to see from their players offensively. The ball is moving, players are taking great shots, and the assist totals keep going up.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
In the front court comes Simmons. His guys down 3. To Tobias Harris. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Simmons into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Second effort. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
George to Beverly. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Beverly into the front court, up by 3. To Leonard. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Short jumper off the mark. Joel Embiid rejects it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Beverly into the front court. Leads 3. To Leonard. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Paul George. Beverly. Man, that was a tough shot.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Leonard over to the right side. Beverly to Leonard. Has a look. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Beverly passed it off.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip.
Get it, shoot it again. Everybody clap your hands. Get up, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
To Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Curling inside. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Finish that. Blocked away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Paul George. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
I like that.
Number 20,
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Lets it fly from long range. Not going down here. Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Deep left corner. Leonard to Ibaka. Dwight Howard able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Leonard to Ibaka. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Runners good there.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Leonard to George. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. That's no good. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Beverly into the front court. His team up by 7. To Marcus Morris. Leonard. Dwight Howard. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Paul George, 4-2. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Second and 3. Got it.
Into the game for Philadelphia.
Hits all 3 free throws. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to Leonard. Beverly to Ibaka. And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Philadelphia. Have you considered a luxury box for your next group event? Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Substitution being made in this one. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Howard. Just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Kawhi Leonard, huge block. From long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Beverly into the front court. Leads 1. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there. Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Nothing going here on that drive. And finishes strong.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time to shuffle things up.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 55, Joakim Noah.
Ben Simmons swats it. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Harris to Howard. Trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark. Beverly to Leonard. And he buries it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Sixers control. A lot of contact. No whistle. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Shot from the lane won't go. From the outside, no good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Joel Embiid. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Leonard. The pass set it all up.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Simmons. Kawhi. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Beyond the arc for 3. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. From the painted area, won't go down. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Embiid to Simmons. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Leonard to Batum. Short jumper stays out.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Looking to take this all the way. Count the basket inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Philadelphia with the basketball. And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Rondo with the basketball. His team up by 1. Oh, he had it. Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Layup goes down. Well done. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Clippers are out in front. The Clippers with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more importantly.
Mike Scott sends it away. Fourth this contest. Batum. With a drop step. Mike Scott with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Joakim Noah with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Beverly into the front court. Lead is 2. Second effort. Another shot stays out. To Nick Batum. To Luke Kennard. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Luke Kennard. New blood coming in for both sides. Hill across the timeline. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. To Tobias Harris. 4-3. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Beverly to Marcus Morris. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Gets it in the left corner. Has a look and strokes it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's LA Clippers ball. To Batum. The drive right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Marcus Morris. Batum. Short jumper won't go down. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Rondo into the front court. His group now down 2. To Nick Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
And count the basket inside.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here's Rondo with it. His guys trail now by 4. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. For 3, Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Beverly into the front court. Trailing by 4. To Batum. Serge Ibaka slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Simmons to Danny Green. Serge Ibaka sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
It was right there. Howard. To Simmons. Fires the 3. That no end of putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Down 4 to Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. Batum. Rondo guarded by Howard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Simmons with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Has a look. The shot no good by Simmons. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rondo up against the 8-time All-Star. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Cashes in for 2.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's now 4 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Beverly to Paul George. The screen sets him up for 2. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
And he'll go to the foul line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Simmons. Fires the three. Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Second free throw off the mark. Still 1 to come. Off the mark. Only makes 1 of 3. Goes to the left side. George matched up with Howard. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Stepping in for LA, number 9, Rajon Rondo.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Danny Green. And he'll head to the line.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. LA Clippers with the basketball. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Rajon Rondo has got 2 shots coming. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. George Hill to Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. Ibaka to George. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Simmons to Hill. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Beverly to Ibaka. Taken by the Sixers. To Simmons. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Beverly into the front court. His guys down 3. Luke Kennard slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tobias Harris is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one goes down. It's the second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Marcus Morris. Kennard. To Ibaka. Shot from the lane won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why you missed that easy chip.
Rondo with the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Luke Kennard. To Marcus Morris. Beverly. Lets it fly from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. Beverly into the front court. Down 6. No good. Embiid to Simmons. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both. And you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good.
Number 13, Paul George. Entering the game for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 3.
And he makes them both. Clippers have the basketball to Marcus Morris. George lets it fly. Cleared out by Embiid. Simmons with it. It's an 8-point lead. Deep right corner. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Paul George. From long range, Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Paul George to Marcus Morris. To Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. Beverly's shot no good. And the denial. And they retain the possession. Sixers control it. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Rondo into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Nice swat that time.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Now here's an intentional foul. So free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
goes 2 for 2. Timeout called here by the Clippers. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. George, now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Rises for the slam.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
In the front court comes Simmons. His team on top by 8. Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. They'll let one fly from half court. The Sixers are victorious as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win in a close game. The statistic that seemed to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Clippers must be devastated after such a close loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough
Game
to get the result
5-6
they
Los
wanted.
Angeles Clippers
More often than
107
not,
Philadelphia
you're gonna win games
76ers
when you shoot the ball
115
as well
final.
as they did here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Simmons seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.